Welcome back. We're doing something a little unusual today.
Yeah, a little different.
Normally, we have a specific topic, some sources to sift through.
Hmm.
But today's just a story. A single anonymous account that someone shared with us about a strange moment
Mm.
in a quiet room.
And it's one of those experiences that's, it's deeply personal, but it also feels almost universal.
So let's just share it. The story begins, not on a mountaintop or anything, but just in bed.
Right. At the end of a very long, very normal day.
The writer's completely exhausted, body tired, but their mind is just racing. Can't sleep.
And that's such a specific state, isn't it? When you're
Yeah.
physically drained, but mentally just on. Your usual filters are down.
Halfway. And in the middle of all that mental noise, suddenly there's a shift.
A silence.
Yeah. But not just a lack of sound. The writer's really clear on this. The room didn't change. Same light, same shadows on the wall. But the whole atmosphere felt different.
And they felt a presence.
They did. And here's the part that really got me. The presence didn't enter. It didn't come through a door or a window.
No, it felt like it was. It was already there. And they just, for the first time, noticed it.
Which is such a strange thought.
Yeah.
That the most important things might already be in the room with us and we're just too loud to hear them.
Exactly. We're always looking for something to arrive from the outside, but maybe the change is just about tuning in.
So what did this presence feel like? There was no figure, no voice, nothing to see or hear.
Yeah.
Just a sensation, the feeling of being looked at, or, as they put it, looked through.
That's a key distinction. Not looked at, looked through.
And there was no feeling behind it, no judgment, no approval, just awareness. That sounds almost worse to me, honestly.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. I think I prefer judgment, at least then you know where you stand.
That's because we crave feedback. We want to be told you're doing good or you're doing bad. But pure awareness is just the truth. It's you laid bare with no opinion attached. That's terrifying.
Yeah, total transparency. And then comes what the writer calls the anticlimax.
Right.
Nothing happens. The presence doesn't deliver a message or give them life advice or, the winning lottery numbers.
It just is. And then it's gone.
And the silence afterwards is different. After this moment, the writer says old thoughts. They just lost their weight. Fears that had felt so heavy just a few minutes before now seem
Unnecessary. Or what was the word they used?
misplaced.
Yeah.
Like wearing a heavy winter coat in the middle of summer, it just didn't fit anymore.
And that's the real takeaway, isn't it? We think growth is about adding things, new knowledge, new skills. But sometimes the most important shifts come from subtraction.
From letting go.
Yeah. The silence didn't give new instructions. It just cleared away the old ones. It made space.
Which brings us to the last part, how they felt afterward. The writer says they didn't feel comforted.
No, not at all.
They felt exposed. And that feels so counterintuitive. When you're at a turning point, you want comfort. You want someone to say, it's going to be okay.
But comfort keeps you safe where you are. Exposure is what forces you to move. Think about a wound. You have to expose it to the air for it to heal properly.
Yeah.
Just covering it up, that doesn't fix it.
So this experience, it wasn't warm and fuzzy. It was stark.
It was precise. It stripped everything away. And that stripping away was the sign that a season of their life was, officially over.
It's a powerful idea that the real signal to move on isn't a big, loud crisis.
No.
It's a quiet moment of clarity where your old stories just don't work anymore. You suddenly feel exposed.
That feeling isn't a symptom of the problem. That is the signal. It's time. Season is done.
That's a challenging thought. It means we probably already know what we need to do. We're just waiting for a louder sign that's never going to come.
Maybe. Or maybe we just haven't been quiet enough to notice what's already in the room with us.
Well, thank you for joining us for this
Yeah.
Quieter Deep Dive.
See you next time.